All right, let's take a look at the ES. As I speak, the ES is down over 2% here. And that is primarily due to the tariff that Trump have imposed on Canada, Mexico, and to China. So I guess the market is selling off to try to reprice that right now. So what we have here is upper range between 6172.50 and 6165.50. And the lower range is between 5965.50 and 5927.50. Now that's the weekly range, and you can see that the price is already inside of the lower range of the weekly expected move. Now I also have here is the monthly range for the month of February, and the upper range is between 6260 and 6240.50, and the lower range is between 5890.50 and 5790. So you can see that if the price come down to this low volume area here, if we don't see a bounce to get back up to here, inside of this balance area, then I would expect that it will come down and try to find support here at this HVN near the 5844 here, and that would be inside of the monthly range. And I wouldn't be surprised if it failed to hold this high volume low, then we could see it come down to this low volume area somewhere around 5806, and that would bring it down to near the bottom edge of the monthly expected move of 5790. And here looking at the SPY, the market is pricing in somewhere around 612.70 and 612.30 on the upper range. And for the lower range is pricing in between 591, 587.50. Now the SPY is pricing to make another new all-time high on the upside. And with the ES, it's already down at the lower range of the expected move. So we shouldn't be surprised to see the SPY chopping around here tomorrow, somewhere down here, and if it's not inside of this lower range. So we would expect that the price to try to come down and find some acceptance here. Now there is a few low volume zone here. So once again, we'll be looking at this low volume zone for a bounce, and possibly first bounce is right inside of this lower range and then bounce back up to this low volume zone here, this low volume node near the 600 area, 599.85. So we be watching for some downside price action at the early part of the week, and then maybe at the latter part of the week, we might see it come back up inside of this weekly range. And for the NQ, similarly to the ES, it's already come down to this lower range of the weekly expected move. The market is pricing in the low range to be between 21,080.75 and 20,900, and the upper range is between 22,125 and 22,061.25. So you can see the price is down here at the lower range. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see it come back up during the RTH session tomorrow morning. But they also could come down into this area, try to tag the monthly expected move, the lower range, which the market is pricing in between 20,683.50 and 20,300. And the upper range is between 22,566.75 and 22,458.50. So those are the upper and low range for the month of February. So again, we probably be looking at some downside price action early part of the week, and then later on in the midweek or so, we see the price come back up and try to find some value here and possibly push up to the upper range of the weekly expected move. Now we are seeing a little bit of still a lower high here if we look at this trend line, but we did put in sort of a higher low, just barely, right? So it's all depend what it's going to do tomorrow. Will this come down and put in this, basically take out this high here, this low. And of course right now I basically have the extended hour on there as well. So these are basically like a 24-hour chart here with the extended hour and a go best session on it as well. Now, if we take a look at the Q, you can see the Q is also pretty much expected to be down here in the RTX session, or even probably during the pre-market trading session here. But right now, we're basically looking at the price to be balanced in this area here and possibly come down and check these low volume area to get a bounce. And right now, the market is pricing in the upper range to be pretty much at 535. And the lower range for the weekly expected move is between 509.60 and 504.50. Now, I also have the monthly expected move upper range, and that is between 548 and 544.90. And the lower range for the month of February is between 499.70 and 491.20. So again, we likely see a price down here, chop around, and then maybe come back in to this high volume area before. Because if we look at the big scheme of things, it's basically we are inside of this balance area, right? So we could see prices kind of chop around here until it break away from it to another new all-time high, or break down and come down into this area here, this balance area. So until the price break out of this balance area, we basically just kind of watch for the chop here inside this area. If you find the video to be useful and informative, be sure to hit the like. You can find additional content from me in my newsletter, The Pulse of the Market on Substack. I have placed the link in the description below. Thank you for watching and good luck on your trading.